What's up, YouTube? It's Jonathan Irizar, JI Fitness, and we're back once again here with an update for myself and what's going on in my life. Um, for the last few weeks, I've had a friend of mine. His name is Jose, with the Alpha Training Protocols, help me with my macros as well. See, even the coach has a coach, but really the real reason behind it was more or less just because ever since I kind of hurt my hand or my wrist, uh, mentally I wasn't really there all there. So um, I kind of just felt that if I got someone obviously to help me with more or less checking in and doing that kind of stuff, keeping someone essentially to keep me accountable, uh, that it would help me just kind of just get smooth riding through all this and defeat kind of the demons that I had within me, because I guess whenever you get hurt, you don't really realize how much you really need every part of your body until you lose that part, and it was definitely a big, huge mental, how do I put it? It was like a kick in the nuts, man. Like, if really, there's no other way to put it for me. And it sucked. It was hard. You know, the initial response, more or less, were not being able to put my clothes on properly, not being able to, do a lot of things, socks, underwear, having people help me do things, because I'm a very independent person. So for me to have to rely on people to do anything for myself, or for example, I just moved and having to pay people to help me move, that was a little bit hard because I like to get my hands dirty and get hands on and do everything myself. But anyway, so the last 3 weeks I've been having him help me. My weight's been pretty steady. It's been basically hovering around 249, between 249 and 252. I think today was 251. Hasn't really dropped. We've increased cardio each week, starting at 200 calories and then 250, and then this week we bumped it up actually to 500, and my weight's still the same. I will admit, I was a little off on my macros and counting everything the first couple weeks, but this week has been spot on. Physically, I've seen some changes, so that's the reason why we take your progress photos, so that a lot of the times we don't necessarily feel it, but over time, by using the progress photos, you can see the changes yourself and obviously your coach. So I have seen, I've gotten leaner. Um, I'm not as bloated, more or less. Cardio has gotten easier. My training has been restricted, obviously. So I'm only able to do, certain movements for particular body parts. I'm certainly looking forward to getting this cast removed. It's about another week and a half left with it. Uh, just pray that it's healing and that I can get on with my life and definitely help prevent other injuries from happening, because they suck. It really does suck. I fully intended to do nationals, and I still intend to do so. Um, it's not out of my mind, but I really want to focus on rehabbing my hand, my wrist, my arm, getting it back to 100%, so that I'm able to train fully and not have to compensate for other things. Because that's one thing you realize whenever you're hurt, is that your body begins to compensate for that lack of whatever it is that it has, and then you start to actually get more injuries. And that's one thing I do want to prevent, because I actually hurt my wrist a couple months ago. Nothing to this degree, obviously, but it locked my arm up, and I wasn't able to. Basically, what happened was the brachialis, the tendon got caught up. I don't know what the nerve, and I couldn't flex it. I couldn't really move it. It was tough to deal with, and it really kind of messed with my forearm strength. And then that started to actually tie into like my traps, my rhomboids, because everything that I was grabbing, especially if I was doing more of this overhand grip here, it would crunch up, and then my traps would be doing more of the work than the targeted muscle. So that's one negative thing, but other than that, things are smooth. Life is going great. Kickstarting this protein stud muffins, which is my It's like a protein dessert business. Me, my sister, my girlfriend Isabella, we're all basically putting our parts into it to getting this to run. And the reason why we started doing it was because, a lot of these competitors, myself included, I always wanted to, have desserts and stuff after shows, but you kind of want to remove the guilt from it. And that's essentially what we did. Was we created some really awesome desserts that are high in protein, low in sugar, because they have no sugar added to them, so it's only naturally sweetened. And we use stevia as well, so it's another plus too. But we've created a success out of it. Creating our ebook, which is Stud Muffins. You can buy that on Amazon. And I'm not trying to sell my stuff either, by the way. I don't necessarily like to do that, but just putting it out there for people, if you guys don't know. But yeah, so it's Protein Stud Muffins, and we have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page as well. We share things a lot. So, but yeah, I've been busy doing that as well. So that's another thing that's been keeping my time occupied. But the rest it is what it is. I try to do as much as I can when it comes to training legs twice a week. Everything else, I try to train once a week. Doing cardio essentially every day, stay in shape. Like I said, my weight hasn't really changed much, staying around 250 or so. But like I said, I do intend to do nationals, but I will only do it if I'm 100%. So just keep that in mind, everyone. I'm not trying to make promises here because not that it's a failure in any way, shape, or form, but the next time I do compete, I do intend to win, and I don't want to leave any sort of remnants of someone feeling like they're going to give me a run. So that's my goal. But anyways, guys, I hope this fills you in on my current situation, and I'm going to give you guys another update next week and keep this going all the way through each and every single week leading up to whatever events that are going on in my life. So hope you guys stay tuned. Subscribe to the page, like the video. Till next time, everyone. Peace.